Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm the Average Simmer, and in today's speed build we're making a house in Oasis Springs for the Keystone family. I recently did a create a sim on my channel of the Keystone family, so if you do want to check them out, then I'll leave the link in the description box. I talked a bit about their backstory, and I also left the backstory in the description of that video. So if you're interested in their backstories, you can go to that video. I'll explain it here too right now. So Anne is the one with the red t-shirt. You can see her there in front of the house, and she is a librarian. Her husband Matt is he writes books about the ocean and marine life and stuff like that. And then their older daughter, who's named Haley, and she wants to be a makeup artist. Right now she's in high school, and she also wants to find her soulmate. And she likes makeup a lot, so she likes to wear a lot of makeup in her outfits. And like something similar to makeup, like doing makeup in The Sims, is painting, because I felt that was kind of similar, so I made her enjoy painting. So she's also interested in that. And then the younger boy, his name is Henry, and I wasn't too sure about a story for him, so I just said that he's athletic. And I actually took a lot longer than normal on this speed build because I think it was because they had like a storyline, so I kind of wanted to match their rooms to the storyline. I actually didn't do that much like matching to the storyline for Matt and Anne, but I did that more for Haley and Henry. I don't think I kept even like a bookshelf in this place, which I probably should have, because if they're like writers and they enjoy reading and they're bookworms, then they probably would like to have some books in their house. Anyways, I'm planning on making like a save file, and then I want to have these Sims inside of the save file, but they have CC, so like the save file will work for me, but if I do share it with you guys, then the save file, like, you won't have all the clothes, and so I don't really know if I want to share it, but if you guys want me to share it still, then please let me know. But it will probably take a really long time before I'm finished, because this is like the first build in the save file, so I don't know if I'll renovate EA's lots or change them. I'll definitely change the community lots, because they're always the same. And I just realized there's not that many libraries. Like, for example, in the base game, there's only one library, but there's like 3 worlds, because there's not a library in what's in Oasis Springs, which sort of like, it doesn't make sense that there's a lounge and a bar. I don't really know the difference, but they seem pretty similar to me, so I think they should have put a library instead. So I'm definitely gonna add a library to Oasis Springs for the save. You can let me know other things that you want me to add. I tried to keep this build like a modern build. So I got like the modern counters and modern beds, but then I sort of completely forgot about making it modern when I came to the parents' bedroom. So yeah, I also I made the walls not equal, or like the windows aren't equal with the walls, like they're half tiles, so when I put the counters, there's space in between the walls and the counters, and I didn't really know what to do, so I just kept like an end sort of counter, and I kept an island. And I really like how the kitchen turned out. I used like more clutter, like I kept I don't know what it's called. It's like a rack where there's pots and pans, and I kept that on the wall above the trash can. That was the only wall that was close to the kitchen that I could keep it on, because the rest of the walls had windows. And also another thing that I did in this build is I kept curtains in like the bedrooms, which I normally don't do because I don't even really notice that when I'm playing, because like I have the walls down when I'm playing, so this time I did keep curtains. And then I was trying to enter a cheat because I wanted, like, I don't even remember what I wanted. I wanted to try and keep what's it called, like the thing above the stove? Exhaust fan? Yeah, exhaust fan. I was trying to keep one there, but none of them really matched the stove, so I didn't keep anything above there except for the fire alarm, because in the recent update they've added a fireman, so now if there is a fire, then the alarm will sound and firemen will come. I personally don't really have that many fires because I don't like having fires, so I haven't seen them come yet. I might do that, but I don't really want to ruin my son's lives and start a fire. So I haven't tried that out yet. I also kept used a lot of plants in this build, and I really liked how it turned out. I hope you did too. Also something that I noticed is I always have blank walls. I don't keep painting, so I tried to fill up walls this time. And oh yeah, for the layout of this build, you'll see that Henry's room is bigger than Haley's room. This is Haley's room that I'm doing right now. I tried to give it a pink theme for Haley's room, but didn't really work out that way. But Henry's room is bigger even though he's smaller, because there's actually this thing that I read once that, or I've heard it somewhere, where it says that kids should have bigger bedrooms than adults, or in this case teens, because they play more in there, whereas for older people it's just a place to sleep. For younger people it's to playroom and more, so they need more space. So yeah, I wasn't really thinking of that when I was making the room though. And I kept debating if I should have Henry's room as the master bedroom or the other room, but I chose that room for Henry. And then I wanted to keep the space game only, but then there was this really nice rug that I wanted to use from City Living, and then it pretty much went downhill from there, so sorry about that. Also, I felt like the kitchen was really small because I wanted to fit more dining chairs there than just those 4, even though that's enough for the 4 Sims. But maybe if they invited people over or they had guests, then they would need more chairs. So I wanted to add more chairs, but I couldn't really find the space to do that, so I didn't. Oh yeah, I also kept this really nice painting on the other wall of Haley's room, and I figured maybe she painted it on her own, and she's probably done a lot of the paintings in this room. And then I only had 1 computer in this build, and I figured with 4 Sims they might need more computers, so I gave them tablets instead. I think it's called a slablet or something. I'm not sure, but I gave Haley, and I think I gave Henry too, one of those tablets, and I think I haven't really used them much. I've used them once before, but I haven't used them that much, so yeah, I use them for this build. And I also gave a lot of clutter into these rooms, which is probably why they took longer. Normally I just keep some toys and a bed and call it a day. But I added different clutter items that sort of matched their personalities. I haven't showed it yet, but I gave Haley a little makeup tray full of makeup and nail polish and stuff. and I gave Henry like a stack of sports equipment because he's big into sports. And I also gave Henry like this big play table. I didn't really have space, like put it in the middle of the room, which is where it's supposed to be, so not like a lot of Sims can use it. Probably just like 1 or 2 Sims can use the table, even though it's made for more than that. And here I'm putting the makeup table. And oh yeah, there is a few bookshelves in here, but they're not in the parents' bedroom, which is like, and the parents are both in like bookworms, so I didn't give that much books. And I was trying to find like cool kids posters that were sort of like sports related. I just gave him some normal paintings, and I did have a few like sports related stuff, like that shoe poster and the soccer ball and that girl kicking a soccer ball. And I got to use that soccer lamp. I'd never used that before, so it was exciting to use that. And it took so long that I actually had to speed this video up way more than usual. Because usually I'd speed it up like less than this, but it took so long, so I've tried to cut it down. Here I completely forgot about that modern theme, and I just gave them like a normal bedroom. I didn't give them modern. So I gave them this feature wall in the parents' bedroom because I thought it looked really nice. And for that like stone accents outside of the build, I wanted to add more stone accents, but the way that I made the house look, there wasn't really room for more stone accents without it looking like it was a stone build with a wooden accent, so I couldn't do that. And I was also trying to, for this build, I was trying to make it look similar to how the other houses in Oasis Springs look like, because I wanted them all to sort of match. So the next speed build I'll be doing on this channel, it will probably be like a starter home speed build for Oasis Springs, and it's going to have a similar look on the outside as this home does. Oh yeah, I also gave them laundry baskets. They're not functional, but I still think they look cute. And they add like clutter to the rooms. And I wanted to add like a bathrobe for Haley in the like a hall bathroom, but there wasn't really much space to put that. So instead I kept it in her room, and then I imagine like she'll probably get that when she does go to the bathroom, and then she'll put it back in her room. That's what I imagine. And I also really love what I did with this TV stand, that I kept like plant and radio underneath the TV. I don't normally do that. I don't really like radios. Like, I don't like how they're always keep autonomously turning the radio on, even though you don't tell them to, and they just do it on their own. And then it like distracts them from doing something. Like, I don't know, if you're doing a rags to riches challenge and you're trying to make your sim paint super fast, and then like they listen to music and it's just distracting them. Actually, no, maybe not listening to music. I think listening to music is fine if you're painting, but I think there's other things that you do, and then paint, and then the radio just distracts them. Like, for example, in the Not So Berry challenge, my sim Minty is a chef, and she's like she's trying to level up her cooking skill and advance in her cooking career. Culinary career, sorry, but she can't really do that because, she can do that, but she's always getting distracted because the radio's turning on. So I just straight up like moved her radio to her household inventory because I don't like when she keeps getting distracted. Also, for my Not So Great challenge, I don't like to follow the rules, so she's supposed to be like into mischief and stuff, but when I think of Mint, I think more of like cooking, like a chef. So I made her into focusing more on the culinary aspiration. So yeah, and here I'm doing a landscaping. Landscaping is one of my favorite parts of building. I just love landscaping. It's kind of like doing an abstract painting. You can't really go wrong. You're just slapping a bunch of flowers and leaves onto the ground, and it just looks so pretty in the end, which is like an abstract painting. You just put a bunch of paint and it looks amazing. And I just really love how landscaping turns out at the end. So it's definitely my favorite thing about building. It doesn't really have anything to do like with building exactly. It's more like decorating, but I really like landscaping. And I tried out a new landscaping style. So normally I just do flowers. Here I did more like cacti and like grass, and I really liked how that turned out. Anyway, we're like nearing the end of this video, so I really hope you enjoyed this speed build. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and comment down below if you like this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!
Pacing back and forth, oh, I don't understand why you're standing right here. All your shots have scored, no, scratching at the scars you left on my skin. But we fight and we fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want, then we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me